It's going live. It's live. We're
Hello.
live.
Hi, guys. Welcome to Wednesday night live with Sid and Mike from Drew, Mississippi. Hi, guys.
Try to guess which one of us is Sid and which one of us is Mike.
Yeah, I guess it could go either way. Like, I could be Michaela and go by Mike. So, I mean, I suppose. Let's see. Hello, Philip. Hello.
What's going on out there in the YouTube world?
Hi, Backyard Homesteader. How are you?
Backyard Homesteaders in the house. Vineyard,
That's right. Vineyard Farmhouse
Farmhouse is in the house.
If we poked it and it doesn't move, it's dead.
Yeah.
It might be.
That applies to, for me, armadillos, raccoons on the side of the road, and tractors.
Yeah, that's true.
I can kill some tractors.
I know you can.
But what's dead today? That was the
yeah.
That was the poll. Did anybody answer it?
I
don't know how to read
it's
it.
not a poll, baby. It's a Q&A thing, and I can't quite figure out
Life.
how it's like working, but whatever. It is what it is. Hello, Backroad Freedom. What is going on? What's going on? So, yeah. Yes, you see a Christmas tree. It is up. It is not decorated yet.
It's a little bit leaning.
It's not leaning.
It's
fine.
a little
it just
bit
needs
leaning.
fluffed out and situated a little bit more. I sort of threw it
And
up.
the trunk needs straightened.
It's okay. Listen.
Listen, Linda.
Mr. Critique my life over here. Every little thing. It's gonna be fine. It's just not there.
It's gonna be fine.
It's gonna be fine. Yeah, I put that up on Halloween, but I realized when I found the ornaments and the Christmas boxes that we did have that we did not bring some of the things that I thought we did.
Really?
Yeah.
Where did we put them?
We threw them away.
I didn't throw them away.
You pressured me into throwing them away.
Oh, here we go.
So I did. Because you're like, we can't bring this. We can't bring that.
I don't believe that to be
anyway, so I got rid of a lot of my Christmas ornaments and my wreaths and all that.
So now all I'm hearing right now is she's going Christmas ornament shopping.
Bingo. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome to my life, people.
You're fine. It's fine. But anyway, so Frankie and I are probably going to decorate the tree a little bit early this year just because I feel like it.
That's right. I went shopping on Amazon yesterday.
That's true.
I bought some garden supplies. So, of course, mine are going to be, for feeding the family and making the farm money.
Well, okay, listen. I don't have any animals yet that are doing anything yet, number one. And what's he mad about? The cat's freaking out.
I feel like you should get a partridge for your tree.
Then is that permission to go get a partridge?
No,
I will totally go get a partridge right now.
Permission to go get a partridge.
You gotta watch your words with me when it comes to birds, buddy. You know
crikey.
That. Yeah. So I would run out tomorrow and buy a partridge, and it would be my indoor bird. Like right now.
No, it would be dinner the night following.
It would happen. But yeah, I forget where we were going with this. And then
talking about the Christmas tree.
I know. Something about the tree.
And then the decorations, and then how it's my fault that
I didn't say it was your fault. I know that there was a certain amount of like, we're not taking this with us and we can't pack this and whatever. And so I just was like, all right, fine, I'll get new later. So I have like my family ornaments, in my little cases, but that's all I have. So I was like, I just want to make it feel festive because part of my job is to make the home feel warm and welcoming and clean and festive. And, that's part of my job as the woman. If I let you decorate it, it wouldn't be decorated.
I feel like now we should talk about the decoration since we're talking about Christmas trees right now.
Uh-oh. What?
From Alan.
Oh, yeah. Well, that was why I was going to decorate it earlier.
Yeah.
But you can talk about it now because we only talked about it.
We're going to shoot a video about that, but there's no reason we can't talk about it now.
That's true.
I'll go find that.
Okay, you go find it.
It's over there
somewhere. Hi, Karen. Hi, Drewslyn. Hi, Auntie Ann. David would come on homesteading. What is going on? Sorry, guys. I missed a bunch of comments because Mike was, you know, attacking my ability to decorate my home, apparently. But I think the place looks pretty good considering we've only been here a couple of months. I think I've got it feeling pretty homey. Gosh darn it. So,
all right, let me show y'all what we got. Check this out. Can you see that?
just get him a bunch of tractor ornaments. Yes, Karen, I might do
Dude,
that.
who said that? Karen, you are my new best friend.
I did get
We can get, well, let's see. We want red and green. So we're probably doing Mahindra and John Deere. Or like old International. Those are red.
Okay.
And John Deere. That's red and green.
I did get Frankie.
I love your idea, Karen.
I did get Frankie a commemorative Mississippi State ornament to commemorate her first year in Mississippi.
Mississippi State, huh?
Yeah.
Go State. You know who's gonna love that?
Oh, I know. He's gonna rip it off my tree if he sees it.
Our best friend Will is pretty anti-Mississippi State.
Yeah.
And see,
Ole Miss all the way.
I don't have a dog in the fight. All right. I'm not a fan of either football team. I'm a Vols fan. Sorry, everybody from Mississippi. I'm a Vols fan. However, I will say that as I've been studying local agriculture and like especially deer and even the strawberries that I was studying the other day.
Yeah, blue one for the Ford.
The blue one for the Fords, yeah.
Yeah.
The hay that I've been studying, grass, every search that I do having to do with agriculture winds up leading me to Mississippi State's website and one of their programs. So I have become a fan of Mississippi State because of the quality of the information they're putting out to me. So that means that I'm now rooting for their football team. It
Anyway,
just is what it is.
Somebody was just asking too, and I'm not familiar with this channel, but maybe you are. Bob Millen says, Mike, what did you do?
What did I? You people saw me not leave, right? Here comes the German Shepherd looking like she did something wrong. But yet she asked me, what did I do?
Because you went in there and got those. I'm like, what did you move in order for that to like?
That was the dog 100%.
I'll investigate in a second. Wow. Anyway, he said, Mike, when are you going to do a video with Slade from Owens Outdoors? I have no idea.
You know what? That is 100% gonna happen.
Hi, John.
I was trying to do it in a hurry with bow season coming up at the time that Sid bought that bow. And I did have one phone call with him and a few online conversations, but then we got busy doing things and bow season came upon us and I just felt like I was trying to rush it. So I need to reach out to him and have a chat. We're still going to do it. 100%.
Mark and Debbie, 2 people in a couch. What's going on? What's going on?
Thunderstick. Y'all need to go check out his channel. I was actually watching one of his videos earlier today.
Oh, thank you. Since you just posted the link for the ornament.
Oh, beautiful. Thunderstick, I'll be back to talk about the video that I just watched yours. But since she just posted a link to this, let me show y'all this ornament, this Christmas ornament. This is made out of steel.
And it's also a bottle opener.
Yes, look at these.
You could make it in a keychain. You could hang it on your tree.
We got a bottle opener right down there on the bottom.
Yeah, our buddy Alan makes these, or he does all kinds of different ironworks.
Yeah, he's our neighbor. We went to church with him for a hot minute, but then we picked a different church. So we loved his church.
But he still likes us.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, he still likes us. We love his church, but
his church, and it's kind of. I wish there were aspects of some of the different churches that we visited. Like their music program was amazing. Oh, man. They had like really good musicians.
Yeah.
But
the youth program at the one that we ultimately picked was.
And they have a good choir. Frank does a great job with them and everything, and the choir is very good. But they just really they have like a different sound setup, and I mean it was a little more like.
Yeah, and you know, I mean. The word is just as good at both of them. So really it was about the experience for Frankie because, you know, we're supposed to be parents. So that's important. But anyway, I got derailed there.
I see your comment here. I'm not going to read it out loud because I like that idea. So if I read it out loud, then he'll know. And you're not allowed to see it.
I'm trying.
She gave me a good idea. I know everybody's asking what they broke, so I'm gonna go check.
Oh wait.
Oh wait, Sam I am $20 super chat.
Sam I am.
What's going on?
Sam I am's been hanging out with us for a long time, y'all. And I appreciate it, man. I do. What did he say there?
He said, so I know you might not be doing the veterans charity right now, but when you get settled, I hope you start it up again. So here's your first donation for next year.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I kind of slagged on doing that this year because I don't have the same contacts out here, and I haven't like looked into it, like getting that going again, just because there's been other things happening, and I just haven't.
But you know what? Sid had a really good idea that
see what they broke.
I forgot to follow up on, so I'm going to bring it up right now, and she probably doesn't. She may or may not remember this.
About cuz?
But at one point, she mentioned that you know, a lot of people do things for people.
You opened this window, that's why.
Oh yeah, it is my fault. It's my fault. I opened a window. Shame on me.
Freaking out. The other cat is meowing, and they're meowing at each other because they want to play.
Anyway, you know, a lot of people do things for folks who are in need during the holidays, which is exactly what we had done for several years. And Sid had mentioned that several weeks ago in a video. It was either a live or one of the sipping and spillings, because it was just a chat format that was going on. And she said, you know, maybe we need to do something in a random time of year when everybody else isn't already doing something. So, you know, I'm holding on to that, because even though I feel like we've missed the window for the gives back.
Yeah, I could still pull it together. I was thinking, we had talked about that. I forgot that we had talked about it. But with this being our first couple of months here, it was just really hard to kind of then try to run out and get that done and figure out where it needed to go. I don't know where the programs are here, or who to talk to, or like where, you know what I mean? So I need to do a little bit more legwork. And I know cuz Strickland works with a lot of vet groups, and I don't know, he might be, I think he's probably gonna be the first person I reach out to be like, hey, who are your contacts? And
spoiler alert, cuz we're gonna be reaching out about that.
So, you know, but no, thank you, Sam. I appreciate that. And I will definitely keep that rolling. I just think I'm going to do it after the holidays, because like we said, I think a lot of things get kind of inundated during the holidays, and there's so much available help during the holidays, but then the rest of the year, everybody's like, who cares? Charity schmarity, you know, like, which I get, you're trying to get people to give at that time. But, you know, I think there's almost like a letdown after the holidays for, I think, a lot of people that rely on some of those programs and look forward to some of those things. So I think
you need to scroll down. You're not at the bottom.
I realized that, Michael. Thank you.
I was not
talking, but I guess I'll stop. What's going on?
Oh, Annie Ann's in the house. Two people on the couch.
Yeah. You can tell by the things he repeats that he doesn't.
Steve C named our tractor, by the way, in case y'all don't know that. Steve C named my tractor, rescued my tractor. Steve rescued my tractor from a horrendous name of Miranda.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah. So thank you, Steve. Kenny is also happy that you intervened.
So Steve, the ornaments we're actually not involved with the ornaments at all, other than the fact that we're giving the link for it. Our friend is making them. It's 100% his baby. It's his money. It's 100% his thing. So we're not involved in that at all.
Except that he made some for us, and we're gonna hang them on the tree.
He could give us a couple of them. Just
and we'll probably make some more. We'll probably get some more from him. That you know, the next time we go to a meetup, you know, we'll give a few to a couple people. But they are available on his Etsy, and he has a cool Etsy. He does a lot of metal work, and somebody posted his link in the feed here to his Etsy.
She posted it again.
Perfect.
Just posted it again.
Absolutely. Go get it. He worked with us to develop this. We went through a couple of prototypes. This is 100% designed by us collaboratively together. He also has some really cool stuff on. I got a couple of his wrench racks that I'm going to be hanging in the garage. So when we do another video, we do another video about these ornaments here real soon. I'm gonna.
David from Come On Homesteading says
Yo, David's in the house.
Yeah, you really didn't listen to anything I said.
No, I was talking.
Did you?
I was talking.
Like
brother.
he really just, yeah.
What David said?
So David said, "I know you can kill a tractor, but can you kill a deer?" Anyway, but yeah, sorry we missed that.
Can you kill a concrete slab, my brother? Can you kill a concrete form? No.
I'm
no,
trying
you're
to catch
actually
up.
your
Sorry,
concrete.
guys, we got behind here in comments because
Your concrete turned out. I was impressed for doing that all yourself. Well, with help. I mean, Gary. If y'all hadn't watched the video where he had Gary in the bucket of not Kenny, his tractor's not called Kenny.
Uber.
His tractor's called Uber. He had Gary in the bucket, and he was out there, working that concrete. It was cool. It was cool. But anyway, I actually watched one of his videos today. I don't know if he posted it today. I never pay attention. I probably never watch them as they come out because I'm in the middle of doing other stuff. But anyway, yeah, your little pad out there is coming along real well.
Oh yeah, two little people on a couch said that they heard an idea of, and I've heard this one before too, where you go out to eat and then with $100 bill, and if obviously depending on the amount or the amount of people with you, where you leave like a really ridiculous tip and let the server have the rest of it. Yeah, we've done stuff like that. When I've gone out with girlfriends and stuff, we'll all like to chip in and be like, they were awesome. We had a great time. Let's leave them a little something like extra, and we'll all like chip in extra. It's kind of fun to do that. Like make somebody's evening. Like you were the best tipper of the night. Like you made them smile. Like you really helped them out. Like that is kind of nice to do, especially when sometimes people aren't always the nicest to people in the service industry during the holidays. There's one of those bugs on the camera. Do you see it? One of those ladybuggy things, or it's a spider.
No.
That's a spider.
Where?
It's on there. Hold on, guys. I have to do surgery.
You're crazy.
I'm not crazy.
You're still crazy, regardless of whether or not there's a spider on there. You're crazy.
Oh, I think it was just a fly. But I thought it was a spider. No, it is a spider.
Stop it.
I killed it.
You're very violent.
It's right there.
Well, I don't want it.
Well, I'm just showing you proof of death.
Okay.
It's kind of limping along, but it's just going to live right there now. Sorry, guys. No animals were actually harmed in the making of this live. Except for that
Spider's not an animal.
Oh, vegetable mineral. Yes, you can definitely order that ornament, Beth. There's a link on Sippin' and Spillin'. Actually, we did a video on it on Monday. So the link on Monday's video from Sippin' and Spillin', it's down there in the description along with, I think, a promo code.
Yeah, very important, y'all. If you click on that link and go to his Etsy and try to order this ornament, any one of these right here, ornament, 3 Mississippi, make sure you put the promo code 3 MISS and you'll get 10% off.
There you go. Just put that
I'm
in
gonna put that right there.
Yeah, you do that. Let's see. Jerry F says when y'all get the charity stuff up and running, try to get it on the community calendar on the Granada Country radio station B100.
I think it's Grenada.
Whatever you want to say, baby.
It's a good crappie lake. I've not been to the town yet, but I've heard a lot about. In fact, we looked at a house there when we were buying this place. We didn't physically look at it, but we looked at it online, and it was a contender until we found out that it was within the city limits. It was way out on the edge, but it was within the city.
Oh, Backyard Homesteader says that she has a nonprofit in memory of her son. Getting donations is always a struggle. Mental health issues aren't popular. It's not. It's hard sometimes. And we've had some years where I think it was the year during COVID that it was like I struggled to get people to participate. but you know, it is what it is, and some years are going to be better than others. This year is probably not going to be great, just because you kind of base it off the economy. When the economy is not doing as well, people aren't as charitable because they sometimes can't afford to be.
Right.
So, which I get 100%. So, and for those of you that don't even know what we're talking about, I guess I should say we do hygiene kits every year that have things like combs, soaps,
toothpaste, toothbrush,
yeah, stuff like that. Just some hygiene essentials for veterans that are either a little down on their luck or homeless and need just a little something to make them feel human.
And we do not have it in place this year. We have not. We
Yeah,
have
I don't
not
have
put the
it.
time and effort into
Yeah, I
it.
don't have it running yet.
Unfortunately, I feel bad about it. But again, like we were saying earlier, we are still going to do it. We may not do it during the holidays like we have for the last many years. But you know, people need help
Sorry,
all
guys, I
year
am
long.
super behind on comments.
Not
I'm sorry,
just
I'm
during the
trying to
holidays.
catch up, but when he gets to talking, I can't interject. And so give me a minute to catch up on comments
Oh,
here real
okay.
quick.
Good
Hold
for
on.
you.
I know. Cindy Brown, I do not have a P.O. box set up yet. My apologies. I have not done it. Oh, yeah, Auntie Ann named Come On Homesteading's tractor. MT Homestead's here. They're coming up after us at 8 o'clock. We got Full Blown Country in here. They're going to be on at 7. I know it. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to catch up to comments here. I got way far behind here. I'm working on
Come
it.
on, there's only 162 people in here. You can read 162 comments every 20 or 30 seconds.
Okay. All right, I might just have to skip down to catch up because
yeah, we're gonna have to skip a few. Sorry, guys.
Oh, anyway, so I tried. I know a lot of it was you guys saying hi to each other, which I love, but sometimes it makes it hard for me to tell where I left off when I got a little bit behind. So, you know, it is what it is. I love it. I love it. Yes, Back Row Freedom says everybody hit that thumbs up button. That's right. But yeah, so we're excited, you know, to have these cool ornaments available for you guys to go check out. Again, it's 100% Alan's baby. We're just, you know, showing you guys the link and giving you guys the promo code. But yeah, but you can order them. That link is listed there. Might give you the promo code. It's gonna be good. You might be going to Alabama next weekend.
Who's going to Alabama?
Come On Homesteading, David.
Oh yeah, right on.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That's right. Hi, Tamara Brown.
So what happens if you end the Q&A? Will it show us all the answers?
I don't have any idea.
Click on End Q&A. This will remove all questions. No,
we don't want to do that.
Okay.
I have no idea then. I'm just gonna leave it be.
No idea.
I've never done that before. I've only ever done polls. So
you know. All right. So here we are live. 166 people.
Yeah. So what piece of equipment?
What do y'all think's broke?
What do you guys think died today? I will tell you. Deep South Homestead. Hi.
Oh wow. Hey, what's going on?
What's going on? Welcome.
Yeah, actually, I was watching one of his videos recently where he's got a bunch of their videos. They've got a bunch of citrus trees growing in containers, and they're doing really well. And I'm curious, do you take those containers in during the winter? I know you're farther south than us, so you may not get, I don't know, you might be in a higher number zone, less frost. But I'm curious because the research I did suggested that a lot of citrus trees were out of the questions here. So I would love to grow a couple of lime trees and a couple of lemon trees.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Even if they're dwarfs in, like in containers. But the question is, do I have to take them inside? Which we
could put them in the shop or in the garage if that would be warm enough.
They'd take up a lot of room during the winter, but
you're not bringing them in the living room. I put my foot down.
I feel like we could put them in the dining room.
I thought I was finally with 45 acres. I thought I was out of having plants in my dining room because I'm really he takes over every winter with the plants in the dining room. So that's not exciting.
Thunderstick thinks the 4x4 is broke. That's not true.
Cindy Brown thinks it's the Polaris.
No.
David from Come On Homesteading says with Mike it could be anything, and that is true.
Yeah.
Gunga Din says a real Southerner has a freezer, a washer, a dryer, all on the front porch. We did have two.
We had
a freezer on the front porch for a good long time when we first got here. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So I was watching Thunderstick Homestead earlier, and he was preserving eggs in lime. and water in jars. And I think it's really cool for those of y'all that want to,
Come on, homesteading says we know it's not a deer that you killed.
we know it's not a deer. I don't get to even point my rifle in the direction of a deer until Frankie gets her first deer. That's the deal around here. But everything is set up. The food plots got rocking and rolling. We've got our little deer blind set up out there. We got our chairs in the deer blind, so we don't have to carry a bunch of stuff down there and make a bunch of noise.
Deep South Homestead, we put them in the high tunnel.
Oh, you do? Okay. Which is totally, yeah, I mean, totally doable because I could just set the containers on a pallet and then just pick that up with the pallet forks and take it wherever. So that's good to know. And yeah, I could totally see a high tunnel keeping them from freezing.
Cindy Brown says just put them in that greenhouse that she knows you want.
No, I want a high tunnel before I want a greenhouse. They're not the same thing, but they both serve some of the same purposes. So I definitely want a high tunnel. I am going to be, and Deep South Homestead will appreciate this, or tell me that I'm crazy. But I am, what's today, November 9th?
Yeah.
So this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, I am going to be setting up a plot, probably a couple of 30-foot rows down in the pasture, and I put probably 3 or 4 30-foot rows, actually, market style rows. And I'm putting out about 100 strawberry bare roots, and then I'm going to be doing kale, chard, broccoli, and collards. And I haven't even started the seeds yet for the kale, chard, broccoli, and collards. So I'm starting those seeds tomorrow on heat mats in the shop. It's going to be 2 weeks before I can put them out. I am so late on that program. It's crazy, but I think there's a cold front coming, according to Ryan Hall, y'all. There's a cold front coming, and that cold front's going to hit during the time frame that I'm germinating on heat mats. And then when it's behind us for a brief period of time will be when I go get all those starts out in those rows, and hopefully they get a little bit established. I'll mulch them, and then I ordered some frost blankets that I'm going to put over them in like just little row covers. So it's crazy. It's way too late in the year for me to do this, but
it's never too late.
But I'm doing it anyway because I figure if I'm already doing the strawberries, which were given to me, then I might as well try. It's just the cost of seeds and my time. So we'll see how that goes. I'll document it all.
Answers to like, did you break an anvil? We don't even have an anvil. But
how do you break an anvil?
I don't know. They do that anvil thing at the festival.
I think you break everything but the anvil.
I think so too, but
to be honest.
So he didn't break the tractor. But yes, it did happen.
Either of the 3 tractors.
Yeah, none of the tractors were broke. It did happen. Somebody said, did you break the deer feeder or something with the deer feeder going out there? Because in Sip and Spill, you said you were about to run out there.
Oh, that's right.
And yes, so he said,
I did not break the deer feeder.
I didn't say did. I'm telling the story. He decided to take the Polaris to put the corn in the back, and I was like, oh, okay. So he started it up, pulled it out, pulled it in front of the shop, put the corn in it, and it was sitting there idling, and then it just died.
Well, there's more to it than that.
Well, that's what you told me.
It was hard to start. And then I had to keep feathering the gas to keep it running. And then I thought, oh, it's just cold. So I got it up to about like 4,000 RPMs and held it there for a little bit and tried to kind of heat it up a little bit. And then I pulled it up to the shop, left it idling. It was idling kind of sporadically, a little on the low side. Put the corn in the back of it, and then pulled it over beside the back door and realized, oh, I need my binoculars and a sidearm.
David says that the deer are gonna love Mike feeding them all the food that he's growing.
Right. So I came in the house, grabbed my binoculars and a sidearm, and it died. I came back out and it would not start. Would not start. I may have flooded it, but then I killed the battery trying. So I transferred the corn to the four-wheeler and went and did what I had to do, and then went back to work. So I was literally on a lunch break when I did that. So I have a charger on the battery now.
Yeah, Jerry says trash in the carburetor.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
I totally think this thing has set for a long time. The lady that we bought it from didn't use it very much. She probably was not using the non-ethanol fuel, so there's probably, gum in the carb. So I haven't decided if I want to take that carburetor apart and clean it, or if I just want to take it over to Chickasaw Tractor or Chickasaw Equipment, where we bought our tractor. They're also a Polaris dealer.
Yeah.
And just have them go through the carburetor and tune it up while they're at it. So I don't know. I'll think about it overnight.
Yeah, that's a bunch of people are saying that. That sounds like it was probably dirty glass, junk in the carburetor, and then the filter needs like replaced or whatever.
Yeah, I pretty much only put. I could do that. I could pull the fuel filter out first and see if I can get it to run.
Yeah.
I'll do that. That's a good call. Whoever said filter, good for you. I'm going to try that tomorrow.
That was Cindy.
Oh, wow. Good for you.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I do find it funny though. It was like, oh, I finally got my farm thing. And then it's like,
but I didn't break it
twice.
I didn't. And even after that, after I came back in the house, after I went and checked the deer plots and filled my feeder.
No, it has gas. It does have gas.
And I told Sid, it doesn't run. And she's like, it wasn't running very well.
No, I didn't say that. I said it didn't start up very well the other day. But it ran fine once I got it started. There was no issues. So,
Yeah, it needs some kind of love.
Yeah.
So I'll probably go ahead and let the dealer give it a tune up. It's probably in the best interest. I'll do oil changes and stuff like that on it myself.
Somebody else said that the fuel pumps are known for going out on them when they sit too long.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I can check that easy enough.
Alex says everything Mike touches. ... I know, lately, right? Oh, well, he fixes half the stuff. Well, some things are. Well, you didn't fix the truck. You know what I mean? Like some of the stuff you're very capable. You can fix yourself.
Yeah.
And then sometimes it's like, no, we have to have somebody do it.
I mean, I.
And then some stuff just breaks and you fix it.
I've had some experience working on small engines.
Oh, good night, David. Get back to editing. Get back to work.
Hey, take it easy, amigo. Have you killed a deer yet? Nope.
He hasn't killed a deer yet either, but hopefully this week.
You know who has? Tim from Ridge Life.
Oh, did he?
I hope I didn't just give something away. Oops.
Bad.
Oh well.
Oh well.
He's not in.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So Mike and Terry from MT Home said they drain the fuel tank just in case there is water in the fuel since it's sat for so long.
Yeah.
Also clean the battery terminals, LG USA said.
Yeah, no, I checked the well.
And Jerry says terminal. Make sure you check the turn signal fluid.
I did not check. I did not check the turn signal fluid, and the flux capacitor will not work without turn signal fluid.
Mississippi ornament from Alan's Etsy store.
Who did?
Steve C.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
He's got some cool stuff in his store. Like I said, I've got a couple of his wrench racks, and I'll include those. I'll show you all those when I put my shop together. But if you go check out his Etsy, you can see him now.
That's true. That is true. Yeah. And I did get, spoiler alert, I did get the shop organized so that he can go in and like situate it the way he wants. So as opposed to it being like a giant mound of mismatched boxes and crates and whatever of tools and stuff, it's now in categories and stacked and somewhat organized into like It doesn't look like a big hog.
Right.
Like it's not overwhelming when you walk in now.
Right.
It's like
she did a lot.
Yeah, I did. So anyway, I'm working on that video. That video is gonna be out Friday. Which there's more. I mean, we did some more stuff in that video too, but you'll see. It wasn't just the workshop. There was other stuff in there too.
Right.
Yeah. What?
I can't read from back there, so I gotta lean in.
David Glunt says he took the little battery out of his Polaris and put in a larger riding mower battery.
You know, I noticed when I flipped that, when I went to get the battery charger and I came back out there, I was expecting like a motorcycle battery at least. And I flipped that seat up. First, I flipped the dump bed up where the motor is, no battery. Then I went around to the front to see if there was like a little compartment that would open where there might be a battery. No. Then I thought it must be under the seat. Sure enough, seat flips up, and there's this little bitty battery about this big. I was like, "Are you joking me right now?" So it's on charge, but yeah, I could see wanting to
like upgrade
that to a little bit bigger battery. I don't know what the cranking amps are on it, but I imagine if it runs correctly, all of the engineers at Polaris have decided this is the right battery. But whatever.
Who knows? I mean, I don't know. I mean, is that thunder?
No, there's your cat playing upstairs. If that was thunder, what would your dogs be doing?
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh, I think that was the other dog is upstairs. That's why. That's what it was.
It was
a
something
dog
upstairs.
Running up the stairs. I was like, what is that? Upstairs. I'm not usually down here when there's animals upstairs because they usually like they come down with me when I come downstairs.
Only half of our house has an upstairs.
Sorry,
like,
I was like, what?
The dining room, kitchen, bathroom, laundry room, all that is single story. And then where we are in the living room, and then my office and Frankie's bedroom are over there. Yeah. Above this is an upstairs where Sid's office and the master bedroom are.
And the bathroom.
And another bathroom up there. And I can sometimes hear moving upstairs when I'm in my office, but very rarely because the animals don't tend to go in there if Sid's not in there, and she spends any time that she's in the house during the day
I'm pretty much up in
her office, which is not over my office.
Yeah, if I'm not cleaning, then I'm upstairs.
But what I do hear is when she has her phone plugged in on her nightstand directly above my desk, and she gets in the shower or something. First of all, she's popular because
my phone goes off a lot.
Because her notifications are every 45 seconds.
It's usually Jen or Will.
And I hear boom.
Yeah.
Boom.
And it shakes and he's like, at first it took him forever to figure out what it was, and then he's like, it's your phone. I'm like, oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, that's life. But yeah. How many animals do we have inside? Let's see. We've got 2 dogs and 2 cats inside. Really? No, we have 2 dogs. Lenny and Skylar are inside with us. I mean, they go outside.
Did you just say 2 cats?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Frankie's got a cat in her bedroom.
I know, you forget about him.
I forget about him.
Yeah, so Frankie
He lives in her bedroom.
He lives in her bedroom. He does not
her entire world is her bedroom.
He does not come out. He was our big black Maine Coon that lived out by the pool, basically. And we got Marty and Brutus together. There was a family that was moving. They were outdoor cats, but they were more like patio cats.
Correct.
And but they're super cool and sweet, and they got along well. Anyway, they ended up inside. Marty stayed inside. Brutus did not take a liking to Mike, and one day sprayed his clothes, and he was like, "That's it, you're out of here." So he became an outside cat. But then when we moved, we're like, well, okay, I'll set him up outside and I'll pen him in, and then he'll learn this is home base, and then he'll just probably end up hanging out on the porch over here, just like he did at home, only now he won't have a pool to lounge by. So the first night we didn't have the thing set up. So Frankie was like, can I just keep him in my room? And I was like, fine, whatever. Well, then like a couple days go by, and then she was like, if he just stays in here, like she could leave, I could open that door right now and leave it open. That cat will not set one toe outside that room.
He is the laziest cat you have ever. He is Garfield.
He's an excellent mouser, though. I'm not even kidding.
No.
Yes, do you know how many mice and things I watched that cat catch when we lived?
Once upon a time, he was an excellent mouser.
Well, he was.
He is the laziest cat.
Now he just lives in
Frankie
her
had to
room.
put him on a diet.
I told her to put him on a diet because I was like, she wasn't really.
It's like 45 pounds.
Well, see, here's the thing. I always fed the animals, right? But now that he was in her room, I was like, you have to take care of feeding and watering him because out of sight, out of mind. I'm not gonna remember he's in there. And so she's like, okay. Well, she was just feeding him as much as his little heart desired, and he was eating all of it. So I was like, Frankie. I went to go pick him up and I was like, oh my gosh, he's tripled in size, Franklin. And I'm like, his little heart's going to explode. You need to put him on a diet. So he's now on a kitty diet. And she's been trying to play with him more, make him run around. So I don't know. But yeah, and then we have Bunko, who's outside. We have the chicks that are in the brooder. There's like 7 or 8 of them. I can't remember right now. And just laying hens. And then I've got my one goose that's left from the attack and to almost a point of laying hens. And then I've got a handful of roosters and a peahen that are my buddy Will's that I'm holding for him until they get out here. So that's the animals situation right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is the current situation. Yeah, and we're hopefully breaking ground on the
my 600-pound cat Thunderstick says. I know, right?
Hopefully we're breaking ground on the chicken coop this weekend. Well, we're laying it out this weekend, breaking ground next week.
Yeah, probably. Let's see. Yeah, we still have the Maine Coon, One Eye Customs. That's Brutus. He's the one that's in the first Maine Coon we had was Mama Kitty, and she was at the old property when we bought it, and she stayed, and then she was probably by our estimates, she was in her early 20s when she passed or disappeared. We don't know. We never saw a body.
Well, I think one went with the other.
Yeah, we never. I hope she went peaceful. I'm hoping that she crawled under somewhere and then took her last breath, and that it was a peaceful end and not a coyote kind of end. But she lived a long time now, so, and she was really spry still, even up to the end. So we'll see. But
will we see?
Well, no, we won't see. You're right. I mean, she was spry, but I don't know. And then, like,
so we'll see.
We'll see. I don't know. We'll never know. I don't know. I'm very tired. I feel like I know the time change should have been in my favor this week, but I feel like it was not. And then I also feel like every night that I thought I was going to be able to get to bed early, we didn't even sit down to eat dinner till late. And then life, and Frankie had a concert last night.
But I've gone to sleep earlier pretty much every night since the time change. My body pays attention to hours of daylight and hours of darkness.
Yeah, but that's not like okay.
Go ahead, use your words.
Well, you can't it doesn't matter if it's dark or light. Like I have to get Frankie up from school and stuff. So like I did notice that you've been getting up earlier now that it's light earlier.
It's because I've been falling asleep earlier now that it's dark earlier.
Okay. I don't know.
Actually, if we're being honest, I'm going to sleep and waking it up at exactly the same time. The clocks have changed.
No. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Go ahead and work that one out.
You're still getting up earlier in my world because my world.
Your world is by the digital device.
Well, no, I mean, I have been waking up an hour earlier, but then I'm like, well, I'm going to sleep. But then, you got to get up, you go to the bathroom, and then you lay back down, and then it's like, and I've had a headache every day this week, too, when I wake up. So
you should go to the doctor.
I know. I think I'm falling apart. I don't know. Anyway. Hopefully this week, Frankie will be going deer hunting, LZ. Hopefully.
Yeah, I was talking to her about it today.
Says that he's still waiting on the Farm Action Go Bag.
So am I, dude.
I know.
It's coming.
Farm Action Go Bag. Doo-doo, doo-doo. That's the theme song.
No kidding.
Woo! You like that?
All right. I don't know if I like it or not, but there it is.
I think it's funny. It's supposed to. We'll see what happens. We're supposed to stay with daylight savings time now. Supposedly, the big boat. That's supposedly. We'll see. But yeah, hopefully they're going to go out and I told him, I was like, you get there and whack a deer.
Yeah, well, I mean, she's supposed to finish her hunter safety course. She got down to the last module, and then we didn't have a hunting date scheduled the next day, so she didn't finish it. And now, like, then she had her like
There
concert
was
at
stuff like every
school,
night.
and
Yeah.
then like tonight she's got youth group. She's not here right now, so but we're not going until she finishes her hunter safety course.
Yeah.
So hopefully that happens tonight or tomorrow night, maybe tomorrow night. And then we have so much going on Saturday that I don't know if I see us hunting on Saturday, but maybe Sunday evening after church, maybe Saturday evening. We'll see. We're gonna try really hard.
She's gonna be in a ground blind, not in a tree stand because we didn't get a tree stand. So there's that.
I'm gonna eventually build a box blind that's up, elevated, or two, but I don't know where just yet. So the ground blinds, they get the job done.
Yes, Jerry. I was just telling him too. I was like, oh, I need to go to the chiropractor because I know I have a curve in my spine, and so if I don't every once in a while, usually I can keep it happy with just exercise.
Most snakes do have a curve in their spine.
Anyway, what ends up happening is my shoulders are tilted, and so when everything's out of whack, and so are my hips, then my gait starts to get weird, and then it causes this all the way up here to pinch, and so that's what's giving me the headaches. Is I have this big knot in here, and so every day I have a headache, and I'm like, I need to go to the chiropractor, but I haven't done it yet. Like if you look at my arms, do you see how one arm is a lot longer than the other right now, and my shoulder is all weird? You see that?
MT, I have no idea what a farm tag is. So, and that could be just because I don't know. And the answer is still yes, but I don't know. So I'll look into it. But I wonder if that has something to do with like being able to take deer outside of season.
David Glunt, I will let you know when we get a PO box. I haven't done it yet. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Backwoods Homestead. Yeah. Y'all should watch his recent video about his PO box. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Oh. Okay. What other animals are you guys planning to have on the farm? Studio 3 wants to know. We'll probably have, like a dairy goat again. Probably get Caroline back and have her situated out here, and then sheep eventually.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have a decent flock of sheep.
Yeah, a decent
flock of sheep.
Some meat birds we'll do every year.
I'll
probably do like 1 or 2 turkeys a year.
How many meat birds? We're gonna do like 50 meat birds this year.
This year we're just doing 50.
We'll probably do between 200 and 300 a year after this first year, kind of on par with what we used to do, and then maybe a pig or 2 a year. We keep flipping and flopping about that because there's wild hogs in Mississippi and almost, but
MT says that farm tags are given to you by the state, at least in Oklahoma. If you have 5 acres or more, then you get all your hunting tags at no cost. So I don't know.
Well, okay, so
depredation permits? We don't need any depredation permits.
No.
Yeah.
And in Mississippi,
everything's a predator.
As a landowner, back to your farm tags, I see where you're going with that. So as a landowner in Tennessee, you don't even need a hunting license or deer tags. So you just do your thing. I think you're supposed to still follow the state regular. Did I say Tennessee?
Yeah, that's why I was like, where are you going? Why are you talking about Tennessee?
In my mind, that was in Tennessee.
No, that's because you were talking about Mississippi earlier.
No, here in Mississippi, as a landowner, you don't even need a hunting license, but I think you're still supposed to follow the numbers that you can cull, but it's so high, it's going to be more than we could eat anyway. So, I mean, I'm not just going to kill deer to kill deer, and not that you would, because I'm sure you would not either. but I'm not going to have any problem getting the number of deer that we want for the freezer, and the number that we could get if we wanted to far exceeds that. So, and Frankie doesn't need a hunting license until she's 16. So, but she does
Oh,
need
thank
to
you,
finish the
Yazoo. I
hunter
will look
safety
into
course.
that. Thank you.
So, yeah, I mean, I look at deer hunting here more like just harvesting, harvesting food for the table. You know, it's not the same as going, you know, mule deer hunting in the high Sierras with, you know, braving the
Thank you,
elements and
Tamara.
stalking and, you know, glassing the mountainsides and, you know, maybe getting to see a deer after being out in the wilderness for 3 days. It's nothing like that. Step off the back porch, walk 100 yards, and harvest a deer. That's how it goes here.
Yeah, there you go. David says get an emu. They'll chase off foxes and you can make huge quiche with the eggs.
No,
I've
sir.
always wanted to get an emu.
Negative.
Yeah,
Not
I
gonna
will.
happen.
It's on my bucket list of birds.
Yeah.
I will at one point.
Mhm. I hope. Yeah, that bucket's got a hole in it. If it don't, I'll shoot one in.
It's one of my bucket list birds.
Yeah, we're not getting an emu.
Not right now.
We're not getting an ostrich. We're not getting an emu.
Not right now.
We're not getting any of those things.
Hi.
Mm-hmm. Yup.
I don't know. Anyhow, yeah, out here there's no permits that, I mean, we've checked and looked.
I mean, that would probably, I don't know. I haven't looked into every detail of everything having to do with hunting, so we may have those types of permits here. I don't know, and I'm not going to say that I do. So I just know that if I start having a serious deer problem in my garden after attempting to fence it and electrify it, and if I can't keep the deer out of my garden, I'll be having a conversation with the game warden about what my options are. And
for keeping the deer out of your garden?
oh yeah.
Oh, if you're allowed to shoot them on the off season?
Right.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Jennifer says, let's all pray everyone lives tonight because she's cooking.
Jennifer who? Oh, Jen.
Jen Broughton, yeah.
Jen. What are you cooking? Macaroni and
She said
cheese
she was
from Blue Box?
making like a soup with beans and ham. Like it was everything in Kansas. She was dumping in a pot.
Is the ham already cooked?
It was already cooked. It was
Okay.
already cubed.
She's not going to kill anybody.
I don't think she can either. The odds are very low. I think they're safe. Mostly safe.
Right.
You know. Thank you, Danny Havens. He says, good luck with the new place. You guys deserve it. You both work hard. And frankly, I'm too old to work, but I like watching you guys. We're not too far behind you. We're getting there.
Yeah, you know what though?
You.
You know, the older you get, you work smarter, not
Navy
harder.
bean
I mean,
soup she's making. There you go.
once upon a time, all gardening was done with hand tools, and now I have a tractor. So it just, yeah, as we progress, we do what we need to do.
Let's see. Cole Rev says, if you hunt federal critters like ducks and geese, they are not as forgiving. They are not as forgiving as the state. I don't know.
Well, I see what you're saying. I don't duck hunt or goose hunt, and I don't see them being a problem to my garden pretty much ever. So I wouldn't have a problem with that.
We do get geese fly over. It was so cute the other day when they flew over in a big V. Harrison talked back to them. It was adorable. I was like, those are not your geese, baby. Those are not your people.
Yeah, the only game animal. Well, that's not true. Rabbits and squirrels are both game animals, and they can be problematic. But deer, I expect the white-tailed deer to be a problem for my garden next spring and summer, and we'll see how it goes.
Thunderstick says hashtag Sid needs an emu.
Thunderstick,
Yes,
I thought we were buddies.
I do.
I'm just gonna leave that right there.
I do. His farmer cousin gets those permits from MDWFP due to extensive crop damage from deer, Jerry says.
Good.
So that's good to know.
Good, because yeah, if that kind of a program doesn't exist, I'm just going to be quiet about it. But bottom line is, I'm not going to have deer wiping out rows and rows of, some crop, kale or chard or something that I've got, a couple of months invested in, and then all of a sudden, bam, it's gone.
Yeah.
Now I'll let the air out of them.
Oh yeah, I know. Steve Turtle. I know they had just gotten their place sold and they're moving to Tennessee.
Right on.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
They're getting out of Dodge. So.
Yeah, whereabouts in Tennessee? I'm curious.
I don't know if they have a place out there yet, or if they're still.
Because I'm from East Tennessee, and kind of in the, I guess, the foothills of the Smoky Mountains there.
Yeah.
Hopefully
that's right. Old Man on a Mission says happy wife is a happy life. Hence, India. But not yet. I don't need it right now. Later. Eventually, I'm going to get India. You wouldn't even notice by then. You'd be so busy with your garden. You'd be like, oh, what's that? Be like, that's you. That's my India. I don't know when I'm getting the donkey. Mike keeps going back and forth on if we should get a donkey, and so I just am waiting until we get to a point where the chicken coop is built and I have the birds in there, because then there'll be time for next steps of things, and then I'll revisit the subject. But right now I'm not visiting it.
If we get a donkey, it will be around the same time frame as when we start our flock of sheep.
Yeah. Oh yes, thank you, Auntie Anne. Time check, 6:57. It's almost time to go.
Yeah.
I know. I looked the last time I looked, it was only 6:50, and I was like, oh, I have all this time, but nope, it's quickly ticking. All right,
so let's talk about what else is going on tonight.
Yeah, so tonight, right after us, if you hop over to Full Blown Country with Pretty and Pooch,
and Auntie Anne's going to throw their link up here.
I'm sure she will. And then I know time flies when you're having fun with all the peeps. I know. And then after Full Blown Country is Mike and Terry with MT. No, yep, that's right, with MT Homestead. Sorry, I was going through the time slots in my head, and I just thought I skipped somebody, but I didn't. So Mike and Terry at 8 o'clock, and with MT Homestead, and then 9 o'clock you got Vineyard Farmhouse, and he's got a cabin. He sent me the thing today. A cabin and 50 acres on tonight.
Ooh, I don't know them.
I don't either. And I looked at the channel is pretty cool. I skipped through a few of the videos. It looks
so Auntie Anne just threw up the link for Full Blown Country. They are going live in the next 2 minutes, you guys. So please go give them some love, show them some support, and then don't forget MT Homestead after that for sure.
Yeah.
And
then maybe Terry will even be wearing the hoodie I sent her. And then I felt bad because I
Mike won't.
Mike the wrong shirt. I know, but I told her, I was like, well, she had already ordered him another one, and then I said, oh, well, now you have a night shirt to sleep in. Toby Roar, $2 super chat. Absolutely love you guys. Have a great night. Thank you.
Thank you, Toby.
Very sweet. So yes. Right on, yeah. He's new to the community, so we gotta welcome him. Yeah, he's there. He looks like he bought a bunch of land, and he's out there. They built this cabin, and they're doing their thing. And
nice.
Yeah, I don't know if they live out. I kind of got the impression from one of the videos I saw that they don't live out there full time yet. So I don't know, but I don't know.
I guess we'll find out tonight.
If you stay up that late, I don't know. Well, see, sometimes I have to watch your guys' lives later because
tomorrow.
Yeah, so that'll be for you. Oh, you are wearing your Three Mississippi shirt tonight. I love it. MC said I was gonna wear Ridge Life shirt, but I have the same shirt in the same color in this, and they were next to each other, and I grabbed the wrong one, and then by the time I realized it was too late. So there you go. All right, guys, we are gonna head out. Stick around for Full Blown Country. I hope you all have a wonderful evening and a blessed rest of your week. And we love you guys. And have a great night. Bye.